everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Brie.
And I'm Tori.
Today we are going to be reacting to the youth official music video. So we've got Mingi and Yuno, our brilliant Mingi and Yuno for this music video.
It says Yuno, comma, Mingi.
Oh, sorry, Yuno, Mingi.
Thank you.
In the correct order of the video title.
Yes.
So, I was literally just mentioning to her before we started recording that I'm actually kind of scared for this, and
they look good in the the thumbnail, and then the
so
picture that they put out before. Like they look nice.
I'm mainly scared based on the visuals that I've seen, like the pictures, like you mentioned. They just look so good and just crisp. If you know what I mean.
Crisp. Like gonna go grab a bag of crisp.
You know,
a crispy one.
Anyway,
oh,
they looked amazing from what I saw. So I'm a little scared because of how like emotional this song is and how much like how much it means to the both of them, especially Mingi, and what it's kind of come to mean to us as ATEEZ. So I'm excited, but I'm nervous. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Pause warning, just in case.
Try not to pause the first time.
Yes.
We already know we're going to end up watching it twice.
We've already watched It's You and Matt's twice. We might as well just accept the fact that it's going to happen. So
I'm a defeated person.
We finally accept it, even though you I'm sure already knew it.
I accepted the last video. You were like, no, we're going to try it. I'm like, okay, whatever.
I finally accepted it. I'm ready to accept and move on now. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and try not to pause it, but pause warning just in case, and then we'll see what happens. Let's get into it. Oh, nice color grading.
Uh-oh. Oh. I'm sorry, did they just...
There's choreo?
They look cozy. Oh.
Excuse me.
Hey, wait, that's the car from Outlook? I'm all yelling at him.
Fed up with it.
Oh. I'm gonna step back.
Looks gorgeous. They look gorgeous. Ooh, I don't like the way they're aimed.
It's our windmill. Ah! Ah! Wait.
Oh. Get off the floor. That is dancer Yuno right there.
What the? Oh. 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 No, I'm supposed to be sad. Stop. Stop.
It's warm and toasty.
I feel like I aged. I remember my youth. I have now aged because I don't know how I was supposed to feel during that video. I don't know how I was supposed
Literally
to
about
feel.
as a tear is about to fall, we start doing some weird sort of like slithery thing.
A snag.
It's a snag.
Okay. So I don't know if that was the car from Outlaw. It just gave me that vibes. But the scenes, there were a lot of scenes in here that were very familiar from past music videos, like even like much earlier on. And Mingy reminded me of oh my gosh, the way his cut was placed. I can't remember the name of the song. Why can't I remember the name of the song? Don't Stop.
I don't know why she's asking me because I can't ever remember music videos I can't remember.
But I remember, I can't remember the name of anything either. That's why it's hard. Like, it looked like he was in his room with like the equipment that he was in from the
lore-wise. It reminded me of like the situation with his brother. If you're thinking about that story, that's like the car crash. Yeah. With the car crash, the equipment.
Right.
Mingy, very much so, just the anger at the world and shutting everybody out. Yeah. Because we've seen him put his headphones in before.
Like, we were going all the way back to, was it Treasure Film? Is that what the original, the one that was long right before Inception? Thank you. Mm-hmm. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what we're talking about. That's what it reminded me of.
I know what you're talking about. I just don't know if I have the right name. It was very
like lore from like before they went somewhere else, like they traveled.
Yes, it was very much like the original situations that caused them to be angry at the world and be upset in the way that they were, is how I felt. But it felt very much like present, like we're still dealing with those issues because we have Mingy in a much more like grown-up setting with all of these masked figures screaming at him, and he's talking to one, he's sharing his fears with one, which could have just been like a visual representation of just sharing your feelings and just kind of having to vent.
There were a couple things. So that the fact that it's youth and we were seeing the lore from like the beginning almost kind of makes sense as well. And I felt like there were a lot of scenes that were like like it was, you got to see them as they were now versus like how they're supposed to look in their adult. And we were seeing the selves of them with the suits and and it was almost wear. Like like you're being forced into this like. They looked good, but they're being forced. Like that's kind of like what it felt like to me.
I'm gonna reiterate that they looked good. That entire video, every time one of them got close to the screen, I was like, because they just, like I said, they looked very crisp. I said it in the beginning. But I mean, I really liked the situation with the mirrors. Kind of like Yuno's had his back to him. His back was facing.
When he turned around, it turned and faced him, but it looked like it had all the suit and everything on.
But then we break the mirrors and then they kind of just like point straight. No, not that. We weren't there yet. Point straight at you. And so the darker undertones, the deeper themes that they had going on here, lore aside, I felt were very important, very well thought out, very intentional. And it just goes along to kind of tell the story of that struggle, that anger and frustration and being so fed up with everything. You just want to burn it all down. I feel like that's what happened is they have this place that holds all these negative memories. And by the end, they decide to burn it together.
That's when I was like, oh. They were so free when they were together, like before it all or whatever. And then at the end again, and when like turned and looked at it, it was just like.
And they burn the place that's holding all this negativity because they're watching. I mean, they look in the windows and they're watching themselves and they're seeing. So
there were a lot of like. So it's like mirrored images of them, like different versions of them. All right, let's watch this because we're probably gonna like just talk about this even more.
I just want to stare at their faces.
Okay.
Again, you paused it.
How did I double pause? That? I was like, oh, quick. They were so free.
I don't want these outfits.
Don't look in. Yeah, it's like they're so free outside. And look in. They see these. I wouldn't even talk about the other versions of themselves that were all cut up in all black either. Almost like it's almost like it's showing the beat down versions of themselves, the ones that are fighting and frustrated.
And
the way it's like pleading with
remember.
this other character on the couch. Yeah. Scary with
the muted color grading of this.
There's the different rooms as well.
This outfit is really attractive.
It's our biker, you know. Look, I'm on his side. I'm about to come
get it out his face.
He put his earphones in to block him out. All the stairs.
That line gets me every time. Adults use the word youth to say that sadness is happiness. Like, oh, well, you enjoy it later, so you might as well enjoy it now.
This version almost seems like like I said, it's like you get the version of them carefree. It's like they're past their youth, where they were like, you know, didn't have any worries, and this is the one that had like even their world is like beat up. And like everything's turned on their sides. This armchair is strangely it's like everything's just kind of distorted and not a great place. And then there's the versions of them that are like on the other side of it, which are the adult versions, I guess.
With the pretty sunlight and the pink pants and you can see him in the screen too.
We didn't, you know,
without you know.
Yeah, he disappeared. I didn't realize that the first time. Not looking at him. Oh, Yuno wasn't.
Yeah, Yuno's back was to him. Sir, the glasses.
Time is like stop. It's interesting.
I like that step that they do. It's like a faltering. Snake. So cold wherever they were. He goes from anger to just heartbreak, and
I mean,
he does it so well.
I mean, it makes sense too with like the lore and the like what the indie
song,
is also
right.
conveying as well. There's a fire outside. They're in.
Get rid of those versions of themselves.
So
the arrows in his back, that is one of the most powerful shots. The metaphor of this.
I know. And that move that Yuno does reminds me of Halazia. They never. Oh, this.
Ew. It's not.
Why are they doing this? They have our windmill. See?
Hey, we do have that very similar windmill.
Get that windmill. Wow.
So metaphorical. Such a story.
All three of these music videos so far have been like very detailed in the story, like telling and very in your face about what it is they're wanting to tell you as well.
I find this song so equally. You're over here on the monitor. What were you trying to find? They can't see it.
Backward. Oh, I took the video off.
She was trying to get it to this.
Oh, it's not
okay.
Meant to be.
I don't remember what I was saying now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
We have that windmill.
Okay. That's not what I was saying. Oh, I was gonna say I find this song so very equally beautiful and heartbreaking and also just very vulnerable, very realistic. And so with the lore, it definitely plays into that. Without the lore, it plays into so many lives and so many experiences we've all had. And obviously I know that they've had. And I don't know if there's anything more heartbreaking than seeing Mingi get lost from Yuno and be so lost without him in that one scene where he's like looking around frantically. But then again, watching them at the end kind of just
come back together.
This place on fire that holds all of those bad memories, the negativity in it, and they're doing it together just speaks volumes.
Yeah.
To not only how much they care about each other and have come to love each other's companionship.
How much they've grown as well.
And how much they've grown, and see the other side of things now and see the reality of no, not everything has to be just because the older generation says that this is the case. Like you are allowed to work through your own pain and have your own pain and go through those things and it's valid. So the song is something else. This video, I genuinely did not expect choreography. I don't know if I'm the only one.
We should have. Was a part of this.
I mean, fair, but
he got his whole solo.
I just pictured on mics like a ballad. I wasn't expecting whatever that was.
I need some dance practices. That's all.
Ready? We're gonna do it together on the count of 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. No, I knew it. I felt it. She wasn't gonna move.
You didn't either.
My hands were. Mm-hmm. I had my.
Yeah, you didn't do it. So
I thought we were gonna.
All right, ready?
1, 2, 3.
There you go.
I had to get it out of my system. Okay. Well, we have one left. Jongho's.
I'm kind of scared for the visuals on that because that song can make me cry when he hits those notes at the end, and I just go.
Mm-hmm. So, thank you.
Maybe he has choreo too. Maybe he'll be like.
Swear, if he has Florio, I'm out.
Florio, like literally, there has been something surprising in each of these, and I am like, I'm here for it, and I appreciate it, and I am so thankful for the dedication that they have to their craft because they always give us something amazing, always.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching this with us. We are looking forward to Jongho's. We have been loving every single one of these so far, so we love you so much, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.